Good evening. You're now with me, Shilsh Mato, for TVS Nightline. And here are the headlines for tonight. The Sarawak Premier has agreed to raise the issue of water supply disruptions at University of Malaysia Sabah, UMS, with Higher Education Minister. Meanwhile, ties between ASEAN and the Gulf Cooperation Council are becoming a key force in strengthening inter-regional cooperation. And in world news, the Israeli army bombs the Fahmi al-Jarjawi school in Gaza, killing at least 33 people, mostly children. We begin with this news. Sarawak Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Donobeng has agreed to raise the issue of water supply disruptions at University of Malaysia Sabah UMS with Higher Education Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Zamri Abdul Kadir for further action. According to a statement issued by the Office of the Premier of Sarawak on Tuesday, the Premier said he has taken note of an open letter written by a UMS student, Sarawakian Muhammad Rasul Rosmizan, regarding the issue.
The issue was brought to his attention through a letter by Muhammad Rasul Rosmizan, a second-year UMS student from Sarawak, who appealed for the Premier's intervention, highlighting ongoing water disruptions on campus. He expressed his appreciation for the feedback, but clarified that the matter falls outside his jurisdiction and therefore he is unable to act on it directly. In his letter, Russell said that students have been facing prolonged and inconsistent water shortages for an extended period, with outages lasting several days and recurring frequently, seriously affecting students' daily lives and hygiene conditions. He described the situation as compromising the basic standard of living expected of a university, stating a university should offer a safe and conducive learning environment, but the current situation is deeply disappointing and burdensome. He also highlighted the emotional and practical difficulties students face being far from their families while managing essential needs on their own. Russell concluded his letter by expressing hope that the Premier would treat the issue with urgency to help safeguard student welfare.
The Borneo Games, with roots tracing back to 1954, are set to return on September 24th to 28th after the last edition in 2013. Sarawak Minister of Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development, Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, said the Games are aimed at celebrating Borneo's diverse heritage while fostering deeper connections among native Sarawakians.
Initially hosted by Syria Creation Club, Negara Brunei Darussalam, the game has grown into a symbol of regional cooperation, connection, blending athletic with cultural pride. The revival is championed by Right Honourable Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari Bintun Abdul Abang Haji Openg, the Premier of Sarawak. His vision for the Games transcends sports, aim to unite the Bornean people through shared values, foster peace and prosperity, enhance cross-border relationship, and empower youth to lead with cultural pride and confidence.
The Games will feature both mainstream sports such as athletics, swimming, lawn bowls, archery and badminton, as well as traditional events like blowpipe and tug-of-war. More than 1,000 athletes are set to compete. Abdul Karim said the revival initiative is also in line with the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy, PCDS 2030, which recognizes sports as a catalyst for economic growth, well-being, tourism and regional diplomacy.
Tasked with leading this effort, my ministry, together with Sarawak Sports Corporation, or SSC, will ensure the game serve as a vibrant platform for both athletic excellence and cultural celebration. Borneo Game 2025 will feature over 1,000 athletes and officials competing in mainstream sports such as athletic, swimming, lawn bowls, archery, and badminton, alongside traditional events like menyumpit or blowpipe and tarik tali, tug of war.
The Sarawak General Operations Force PGA Brigade cracked down hard on a multi-million ringgit smuggling operation, seizing contraband booze and cigarettes worth 6.33 million ringgit in a coordinated strike codenamed Taring Alpha across 3 locations last Thursday. In a statement today, PGA Sarawak Brigade Deputy Commander ACP Rosdi Inai revealed that the first raid carried out at 12:30 p.m. led to the arrest of 7 male suspects aged between 27 and 46.
A sweep of the premises uncovered nearly 4,900 cartons of cigarettes of various brands and a staggering 7,600 litres of untaxed alcohol. Also confiscated were 2 vans, bringing the haul's total to over 4 million ringgit. Rosdi said the second raid took place in Syrian around 1:30 p.m., where 3 local men, aged 22 to 39, were apprehended. Officers also seized 2,466 cartons of cigarettes and over 4,000 litres of liquor, valued at around 1.05 million ringgit. In a separate bus near Sri Aman at 2:30 p.m., 6 more local males, aged 18 to 39, were nabbed. Authorities netted over 4,500 cartons of cigarettes and over 7,350 litres of alcohol, stacking up to 2.3 million ringgit in illicit. All arrested suspects and confiscated items have been handed over to the Kuching and Syrian District Police Headquarters for further action.
Ties between ASEAN and the Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) are becoming a key force in strengthening inter-regional cooperation, building resilience and promoting long-term prosperity. Prime Minister Dr. Sri Anwar Ibrahim says both ASEAN and the GCC have not only the capacity but also the responsibility to emerge as pillars of stability and engines of future growth.
Today's deliberations will be crucial in ensuring that our partnership remains dynamic, responsive, and impactful. We have the means and responsibility to rise as anchors of stability and engines for future growth. I look forward to a meaningful exchange of views that will pave the way for tangible initiatives under our growing and enduring partnership.
In his opening remarks at the inaugural ASEAN Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) China Summit today, Anwar described ASEAN-GCC relations as unique, built on a foundation of trust, collaboration, and friendship. He added that both regions have made remarkable progress, each evolving with distinct strengths.
It happens to be the most peaceful region and economically vibrant and dynamic. GCC also, as I said, made that major paradigm shift from a gloomy desert culture to a vibrant, promising, dynamic economically with the latest state-of-the-art, new technology, digital and AI expertise.
Anwar also highlighted that in 2023, the GCC ranked as ASEAN's 7th largest trading partner, with total trade reaching $130.7 billion. He noted that bilateral investment between both sides continued to rise, an indication of growing mutual confidence.
Israeli strikes killed at least 52 people in the besieged Palestinian enclave as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed to bring back all hostages, living and dead. In Gaza, an early morning Israeli strike on the Fahmi al-Jarjawi school, where displaced people were sheltering, killed at least 33, with dozens injured, mostly children.
Another Israeli strike killed at least 19 people in Jabalia in the northern Gaza Strip. The Israeli military said it had struck key terrorists who were operating within a Hamas and Islamic Jihad command and control center embedded in the area, without providing any proof. Meanwhile, Netanyahu's promise to bring back the hostages came amid confusion about the fate of a proposed 70-day ceasefire that was to see the release of 10 Israeli hostages alongside more Palestinian prisoners.
ואם לא נשיג אותה היום, אמרתי שנשיג אותה מחר. ואם לא נשיג אותה מחר, נשיג אותה מחרתיים. אנחנו לא מרפים מזה.
Israel has in recent weeks expanded its offensive in the Gaza Strip, drawing international condemnation as aid trickles in following a months-long blockade that has caused severe food and medical shortages. Hamas said Monday it had accepted a new ceasefire proposal by U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff, presented by mediators. But a spokesman for Witkoff later denied the Palestinian group had accepted. European and Arab leaders meeting in Spain over the weekend called for an end to the inhumane and senseless war, while humanitarian groups said the trickle of aid was not nearly enough. The Gazan Health Ministry on Monday said at least 3,822 people had been killed in the territory since Israel ended the ceasefire on March 18th, taking the war's overall toll to 53,977, mostly civilians.
A car rammed into a packed crowd celebrating Liverpool's Premier League title victory on Monday, but police said they were ruling out terrorism. Some 27 football fans were hospitalised, including 2 who were seriously injured after a dark-coloured vehicle swerved through the huge crowds, hitting people in its path minutes after the players' open-topped bus passed by.
The car stopped at the scene and a 53-year-old white British man from the Liverpool area was arrested. We believe him to be the driver of the vehicle. Extensive inquiries are ongoing to establish the circumstances leading up to the collision, and it is vital that people do not speculate or spread misinformation on social media.
Sadly, 4 of the injured were children who were enjoying the day with their friends and their families. We can confirm that our teams treated 20 patients at the scene for minor injuries, and these did not need hospital treatment. 27 patients in total were taken to hospital by ambulance, and we believe 2 of those, including one of the children, have sustained serious injuries.
4 children were among those hurt, including 1 seriously. Tens of thousands of people had turned out in torrential rain for what should have been jubilant celebrations to see the Northwest English side's victory parade. According to witnesses, the bus carrying the team had passed by Water Street just minutes before the car ran into the crowd.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring the latest news updates both locally and internationally. For more headlines anytime, anywhere, just head on to our official website at tvsarawak.my or follow us on our social media platforms at TV Sarawak. And those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Shilsha Mato. Thank you for watching and have a good night.